Welcome back to the Dragon Den. My loyal Dragonites, King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection, Bayley. And so here we have Bayley posed and out of the packaging, and before we have a look at the figure, let's run through her accessories. Bayley will come with 2 pairs of hands, as well as her Damage CTRL t-shirt. Unfortunately, Bayley is rather light on accessories, so with that out of the way, let's have a closer look at Bayley. And so here we have a closer look at Bayley, and Mattel has done a really good job here with this version of Bayley. It might be because of my preference in color, but I really do like the red attire Mattel went with. Taking a look at the head sculpt, it's a really good likeness to Bayley, and Mattel has done a good job here with the head sculpt. The smirk here is captured perfectly, showing off Bayley's mischievous nature. And the printing on her face is really clean, so good job by Mattel there. And you can see that Bayley's hair is actually two-tone, where we do have the blacks and reds looking really nice. The red paint unfortunately does seem a little bit sloppy in places, but it is a good effort by Mattel. As far as the body goes, this is the same body that they used for that previous Elite version of Bayley, and I have no complaints on it. It's mostly done in this red paint, which is really clean, and I love the black stripes that are going across the front of her shirt. And because it is reused, when you get to the back of Bayley's figure, you will see that the straps are just painted on. Unfortunately, they're not sculpted. The arms that they use for Bayley are perfect, as it does show off some of her musculature, and it's a really nice shade for her flesh tone. As you get to her wrist, you can see that Bayley has her wrist taped up in black wrist tape. The paint job in her hands is okay. I would have much preferred that they paint the wristbands rather than painting her fingers. Around her waist, you can see Bayley is wearing a belt, and attached to the belt we have some suspenders. Unfortunately, this is a loose piece and it's not glued down, so it will move around as you pose Bayley. Bayley's tights are dual color, where we do have some really nice reds and the black looks really good. And unfortunately, some of Bayley's more prominent features aren't captured perfectly here with this figure. But continuing down her tights, I like the design here, where we do have the gray lines on both the red and black sides. On her left thigh, it does say Damage CTRL outlined in gray paint. And on the right side, we do have it saying Damage CTRL, which looks really good in the font that they chose. And as we get to the boots, this is probably where I have my major complaint with the figure. Rather than giving Bayley a new set of boots, they went back and gave her the AJ Lee style boots. Although the look is okay, when you get to the feet you can see she kind of has really flat feet. Although her boots are two-toned, the white paint that they use is kind of sloppy in places. My least favorite part of this figure have to be the boots, and that reuse is absolutely terrible. Despite having terrible boot choices, I think Mattel has done a really good job here with Bayley. The paint and detail here on Bayley is rather clean, and they did a really good job color matching most of the paint. So with the paint and detail out of the way, let's compare Bayley to our usual suspects. Here we have Bayley posed next to Marvel Legends Cyclops and DC Multiverse Superman. Mattel's WWE Elite Series and Mezco's 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. The Lightning Collection White Ranger in the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. So overall, Bayley will scale nicely to the rest of your WWE collection, and she fits in perfectly with the rest of Damage CTRL. With the comparisons out of the way, let's have a look at Bayley's articulation. Bayley does have a ball joint in the head. Arms go out to the side and do a full 360. Swivel at the bicep and double hinged elbows. She has a hinge and swivel at the wrist, a ball joint in her upper torso, and a swivel at her waist. Bayley's hips do kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. She has a double bend in her knee. Finally, we have a swivel at the boot and a hinge in the ankle. So overall, some great articulation here on Bayley, although I would have loved to see an improvement here on her abdomen. But it's still pretty decent articulation, even by Mattel standards. With everything said and done about the new Elite Collection Bayley, let's get her posed for my final thoughts. Mattel has done a really good job here with this new updated Bayley, and it is about time that we got a new Bayley figure. I for one love the choice of attire, and it is my preference to see reds and blacks. Surprisingly, the paint here on Bayley is rather clean, as I really don't see too many issues here. Maybe some scratches, but overall really good paint applications. And this is one of the better head sculpts that we've gotten out of Mattel, as the face has that really nice smirk to it and the paint job is really clean. And I do appreciate the fact that we did get the style pose hands, but I would have loved to see Mattel throw in maybe a pair of fists with Bayley. And the soft goods damage control shirt, it was a really nice touch, and I really do like the way it fits here on Bayley. So overall, I think this version of Bayley is a win, and Mattel has done a really good job here with the former leader of damage control. At the time I'm making this video, Elite Series 109 is starting to hit stores, as I did see some figures at Target. However, I did pick up my Bayley from Amazon, and when I did pick her up, she was under MSRP, so I only paid about $18 for Bayley. If you can get her for a good price or just need an updated version of Bayley in your collection, definitely track down this version of Bayley. So with that being said, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out the rest of my WWE videos. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon, where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragonites, coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000, reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.